Welcome back to Catching Up with Katie. So this week, y'all asked for it. Abigail's back in the hot seat.
Hello.
Hello.
We put Nate back there where he belongs. So anyway, no,
We're safe.
We honestly, this new room, we're trying to kind of figure out the aspects of it. Obviously, we haven't decorated like at all yet. We have plans though. There's gonna be a wooden wall back here. There's gonna be pictures of VS Code Red.
Use your
and
mind's
first
eye.
things first. Use your mind. I thought you said use your mic. I was like, I'm trying.
Oh,
There's going to be some sort of like signage back here. It's going to be gorgeous. Different couch, obviously. But we just keep running into the fact that when we think we have downtime, we're like leaving again. And so this whole next week, we're actually filming this a little bit earlier than normal because we're going to be in Florida all this coming week. We've already said we're going to Universal. We're going to Disney. We're going to that horse show. We're going to go see Chandler Mark's miniature horses. They're just
Kidding. Just kidding.
There's lots of fun things, okay? So we're going on like a little mini vacay that's also kind of work. But we figure we just catch up a little bit. Get it? Because it's Catching Up with Katie. Catch up a little bit with some topics y'all have suggested. But then also we have a game. We have a game we're playing. It might be fun. I don't know. We'll see. It might actually suck, but we don't know yet. So, Abigail.
well, before you're talking about a new room and new things, before we really go anywhere, can we talk about how you're out of control with this new phone?
Oh, yeah.
Katie has two phones, and she decides now to just text you off of one of them at random, and you could start a conversation on one phone, and she's going to finish it on the other phone.
Well, it's because I accidentally linked them through iCloud, and so all of my texts come into one.
Dude, that is the that's
but
the
then I
worst thing
just
you could possibly do.
alternate based on
Jeez.
because this one
What's
was
the point of having two phones?
It's the exact same phone.
You have two of the
Two.
same phone with different numbers.
it's not gonna stay that way. I just haven't had the brain power to go swap everything over onto the new phone. So what happened was this phone crapped out on me. It started sounding like a helicopter was in the back of all of my videos. It was awful. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna go get a new phone. And so I did. And then I said, you know what? I need a work phone to give to Abigail during the day. And that's where I'll start giving my number out to people that we work with so that I don't have to give my personal number. We'll do Snapchat off of there. So it's higher quality picture, well, like all that good stuff. And then I had this set up to take the videos with because this was broken. But then I kept texting and calling off this one. But then, so
If anyone has complaints about the Snapchat quality, it's not my fault. I've tried every weekend since she got the phone. I have tried to get her to switch it over.
do you know how much brain power it takes to swap it all over?
It's going to be a big switch.
It's a huge switch. I have like 80,000 videos and photos.
My motto is always start from scratch.
Good weekend activity for sure.
How many?
Yeah, like 80,000.
Photos and videos? I bet it's more than, well, you probably just recently looked.
But, well,
How many do I
Hold
have?
on. Let's see.
forgot how
Because
you can
I've
tell.
only had this one like 3 weeks. And there's already, how do you see that?
Dude, AI is out of
You know,
hand.
it's actually a little insane that I don't know how to use my phone
I only
as,
have 1,600
as well as
videos.
I do.
I only have 1,900 videos.
How do you see?
Go all
Just
the way
scroll
down.
to the bottom.
So I already have 16,000 photos and 19,000 videos. No, that must have been when it synced.
I was about
Oh,
to
it says it's
say.
still syncing. Just kidding. I don't know then.
I have
It's wallpaper selection.
789
It's suggestions
videos.
Yeah,
That's
what?
not that many.
not that many.
789 videos.
You want to see my ADHD on full display? My highest category is screenshots. Just trying to remember things. I have,
But then you
Matt.
don't ever go back
I
and
have
look at the screenshots.
2,182
How do you see
screenshots.
that? I have 1,900. Dude, that's unreal.
Okay, so on my main phone, which I stopped using it for photos and videos like 3 weeks ago, and I've taken like I don't even know how many since then. I had 45,000 photos and 26,000 videos.
That's insane in the membrane.
Yeah.
All right, Abigail, catch us up.
Maybe this weekend.
I know.
Maybe on Monday I'll come back.
Before Ocala, because you need to have the good phone
I haven't
for
even
Snapchat.
saved the number for the new phone.
I need to do it. I don't even know the number.
So we put up, or Danny put up a post on the like community YouTube page. And
It's new.
So the most like asked about things were about 7.
Okay.
About like breeding updates and about Phoebe regarding like whether or not you're keeping her and what you plan on doing with her.
Okay.
So I figured just a general overview of those things.
Okay. So 7, he's been home. Has he been home a month? I think he's been home about a month.
Yeah.
And he's doing good. We just kind of hit that spot, and they told us about once a month. Since he's still growing, he's a yearling, they put a little brace on his front left for a couple of days. And so we did that for the last couple of days, and he seems a lot super stable over the last couple of days. I did, for the first time last night on Snapchat, finally get to prove to people how easy he gets up. I mean, I can send you that clip to put up because everyone was worried that it wasn't on video seeing him get up and get down, just because that is such an integral part of a horse being a horse. And that could be something that's painful for them, and with his joints and things like that. And so they were worried that we were having to go pick him up constantly. And so that was one thing that was kind of being critical about. And I'm like, y'all, I promise you, he gets up by himself really, really well. And so I finally got that on video, and he just popped up. He's kind of gotten into his little routine. He gets his feed in the morning. Right now, he's by himself in the mini barn, but Janice is about to join him because she has to come off of grass here soon, because we're going to be on foal watch for a miniature horse this summer. And so he's going to have her as his neighbor in the barn, and then she's going to go out in the dry lot daily. He has his little grass pasture. He goes out and eats grass all day long.
He has people playing with him all day long.
We literally walked out today, and Blaine, who works here on the farm, was just out there loving all over him just randomly today. That was just because there's so many people here on the property constantly, he just gets love all day, treats all day. He gets PEMF once a week. We are going to start acupuncture soon. And at this point, it's really just about keeping him comfortable to allow him to be a horse. We did our best to try to give him a chance at life. And while not everything worked out the way we wanted it to, it feels right to us to now give him the chance to reap the benefits, right? To go eat grass, lay out in the sun, have other horsey friends, to just experience life. Because up until this point, it's just been about keeping him alive. And really, we weren't keeping him alive by he's never had to have oxygen. He's never had to have feeding assistance. He's never, not that case. We were just trying to allow his bones to develop. And while, it's kind of is what it is, we don't know what his future necessarily holds. We just want to give him a comfortable chance at being a little boy and being outside. And I think this is the perfect time of year for him to do that, because it's so nice out and stuff. So he's trucking along. He's doing good.
Big Sev.
And then
who was that horse that you did that to whenever we would go visit him?
Big Abe.
Big Abe.
Big Abe. There is a big draft horse on the way to the vet clinic.
That was to 7, right? When we went to go see 7?
No, that's the breeding, because you have to pass.
Oh, yeah, because 7 was in
one
Knoxville.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh,
okay. We're and then with the breeding stuff, which we're about to meet the vet here in a minute, I would really like to say we're farther along in breeding season than we are, but we only have 4 mares confirmed pregnant, and we're about to do 2 heartbeat checks today. So you confirm them pregnant at 14 to 17 days, and then you do a heartbeat check at 30 days just to make sure that it's stuck. And not to say stuff can't happen after that 30-day mark, but that's usually when we do it. And so we have 4 confirmed, which is Raven, Indy, Charlotte, and Phoebe. We have bred Erlene and Annie, we bred Sophie and Beyonce. Sophie and Beyonce were doing embryo transfers this weekend. So that could potentially be 7 or 8. And then we are putting embryos into Willow and Maggie and I can't remember. That could be 10. And then I totally forgot. I bought the Waffle House embryo and that got put into a recip in Oklahoma this past week. So we will be getting a new recip in with that once it's been like 45 days or something like that. So there's still the potential for 10 to 11 babies, but right now we're only at 4. So might have a little bit later breeding season next year.
Does that stress you out?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
I'm very stressed. But if we can get through it, I'd much rather have a hard breeding season than a hard foaling season.
For sure.
Right.
And we definitely had a blessed foaling season, you know? So it's like if we can get through it, and it might be difficult, we might have to try multiple times, but if my difficulty comes in this season, would much rather have it that way. So, and then I guess going back to Phoebe, basically the reason she's staying at this point is because she took. I mean, we've been trying.
And because we like her now. We love her now.
Kind of.
Me and Rachel love her now.
I mean, I don't have a problem with her necessarily. It's just like, my whole thing was, you know, people have asked, like, okay, why do you deal with Trudy or why do you deal with Happy or Annie when they're crabby? Well,
Trudy she throws great hunt eaters, so.
Look at you. Look at you. Yeah, so it's like they have their own babies or they offer other things other than just being a recip mare. And so it's like, well, I'll deal with a little crabbiness because you're so fancy or because, you know, whatever. Whereas Phoebe, there's 0 chance of her having her own baby. There's like, we don't ride her. We don't like, there's not really anything else for her to do. And so it's like, okay, if I'm going to have recip mares that I keep, I'm going to, you know, hopefully keep ones that are sweet and that, you know,
She is sweet now, though.
she's gotten better. She did like absolutely try to take a chunk out of my dad a couple days ago.
Oh, really? Well, she tried to bite me like a week ago, but
She's sweet.
I think she's just
I mean, she did try to bite
misunderstood.
Yeah.
She did try to kick me the other day, but you know,
She just
She's misunderstood.
needs a little
Maybe
patience.
she doesn't know love. And
I will say
learning.
she surprised me with how sweet she was during the foaling, and then she wasn't that bad after, and then she's very good about being like not. She's protective of her baby without being like mean to the other horses. So I mean, she has her pluses for sure. And then she got pregnant. I mean, all
She's
of my
been an
other
all-star.
ones were like not working out. So yeah, it looks like Phoebe's staying at least this year. But yeah, that's kind of the overview. Everyone's just kind of like maintaining right now. You know, Millie, the last baby, she hasn't been able to go out in the big pasture quite yet. She was lax in her pasterns, a little bit over at the knee in the front. So we've been having to do like controlled turnout with her and whatnot. And so we're waiting on her to kind of get a little bit stronger before we put her out with the rest of the babies. But she's still so stinking cute and like beautiful. So, I mean, we're trucking along. We're doing good. It's not perfect, but we're doing good.
before we get completely away from like foaling season,
Okay.
there was a question that said, if you had to have one foaling partner for the rest of your career, your parents excluded,
Okay, not my parents.
who would you choose?
One foaling partner. So does that mean like existing people that I've been foaling with?
Yes,
I
I
would
guess.
assume so, but I
I mean, anybody.
I
could
guess
be
it
cool.
could be anybody.
Matthew McConaughey.
It's like I could pick someone that just is astronomically more knowledgeable than me in that area.
Yeah, but would you want
Could.
that, or would you want a vibe, or would you want like what would you want out of that partner? I guess.
I
is
guess
what it
if
comes
we
down
make
to.
the question simpler, out of like the people that are generally, it would kind of be a tie between you and Jonathan.
What?
Wow.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Wow.
That's crazy that it's a tie.
Why do you think it shouldn't be? Jonathan here's the thing.
He definitely
Has his
his
perks.
good qualities.
He does. And like
sometimes you need a man there for stuff.
exactly. Like I need the strength. But like he's just not always a team player. Like he just doesn't always want to be there.
He has a lot of like emergencies while we're down there, it seems
The
like.
amount of times he has to go to the bathroom in the heat of the moment. I'm like, when I'm having your child in the future, you better squeeze your cheeks. Just
Oh, he's
You are-
There's a
yeah.
bathroom.
And it's
in the
not
room.
just once either. It's not like he has to go really bad and then he leaves and he comes back and he's good. It's like at least minimum like 3 times that he leaves and comes back.
and it's like he's like, baby, I'm so sorry. I'll just and it's like in the heat of the moment. I'm like, okay, well, needed you here. But luckily Austin steps in, who is my brother-in-law, and he just is there vibing a lot of time with the cats. Like he'll just have to, be holding the cats, and I'm like, I need a man. And he's usually there, at least if Jonathan's not. So I mean, I guess y'all are there if I really needed a man.
They're busy though.
That's what's
we're
ridiculous
busy.
is that I think that over time, that since we've been doing camera stuff so often, that you've just called on everybody else, that we are not factors when it comes to like doing things. And sometimes my feelings are hurt. Like, yes, I could go lift that up and put that over for you if I just set this camera
We know
down.
you could.
But also, like, you've
But
had
it's
back
not-
surgeries. Like,
So-
why
Yeah.
would I put you through that
We
when
don't
you're an
wanna hurt
injured
you.
man?
I would rather have my ego untarnished than my back or
we don't
undamaged
want
than my
to. We
back.
don't want to put you in
I'm gonna
physical
be honest.
danger.
My ideal scenario would be to not do it and keep filming, but for y'all to know I could.
We know that
We
you
know
could.
you could.
Both
I
of
think
you.
we just both need to hear it a little more.
No, it makes it worse that you said that for me.
Really?
I know you could. Well, let me.
I'm not gonna ask you.
I want to show. It's like whenever, like you could probably stack a lot of chairs and carry them over there from the cafeteria, but let me.
And then
show you.
after you do it, you're gonna be, oh,
yeah, but that's part of it. Then everybody needs to know how much it hurt.
my back. You're gonna have to be hearing about it all day. How we made him do this.
Well,
and
that's
this.
part of it.
Well, I do let you get like my bag out of the car when we're like going from the airport. Mm-hmm. I let you be the man.
Yeah, we do that.
That's true.
I do let you do that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
They don't even attempt to get their bags.
We don't.
No.
If nobody was there to get their bags, then they just wouldn't have bags.
Okay. Well, that's kind of the overview. There's not a whole lot. I mean, right now is busy. We are trying to get these mares bred. We are trying to also have lives outside of foaling season. Like you stay home so much because we're sequestered for these babies to be born. That's why we went to Texas like immediately last week. I was like, I need to leave. I need to get out of here for like 5 minutes. So that's, we're trying to go to Florida. We're trying to go to Kentucky next month. We're trying to go back to Texas. Like there's things like that we're trying to balance in the midst of all the craziness. But I think we're doing all right.
Yeah.
So
I'm excited to go back to Texas.
I know you are.
We've been texting.
Okay.
I'm excited to go to Universal.
So you were not here for the
Disney.
wand chat, which we just
She said she
sped right
wasn't
through
paying
that.
for them, by the way.
She's not buying your wand.
Yeah.
We already knew that.
No, we
We
didn't.
discussed that
I thought
on
you were
the
going
trip.
to totally be like, what?
On the trip.
No, on the trip, she literally said, she was like, I will cover air
I
travel,
know this.
lodging,
I'm still going to shoot my
food, but not your
buying
little
y'all
knickknacks
stuff.
and things.
What's ridiculous though is that if we
what?
had wands, we wouldn't need any of that stuff.
That's true.
But anyway,
So let's just get the wand first, and then we won't need anything else.
We're not going to get into like wizard lore right now, but I'm always like in the wizarding
in the wizarding world,
in the wizarding world. I'm like, how are there people struggling with their home or whatever? Just use your wand.
Right.
Make one. What do you mean?
How are you?
Anyway,
They may not have the proper mana. skills.
Just
just do it. Anyway, okay, we'll get off this. Anyway, we're gonna play a game. Is that what's next, or do we have
if
more?
you wanted to be,
or is there more?
this is the KBS. This is the
This is the
MLG
KBS
podcast.
the only other question? I mean, I had a couple of questions.
Okay.
Just kind of random. Like someone asked how tall I am. I'm 5'5".
Oh, I was going to guess. I wouldn't have guessed 5'5".
What would you have guessed?
I mean, it would have been far off.
Probably
But
5'4".
I was
we've
going to say
already talked about
5'8".
this.
I feel like you're not that short.
5'8".
But here's don't be insulted about it because like my like 5'8" to 5'10" is such a weird height to me. Like I can't visualize.
You think
that.
she's 1 inch shorter than me?
See, like I don't see you as what are you?
5'9".
See, I don't see you as 5. Like I just 5.
What do you see me as?
I don't know. Like anywhere from like 5'6" to like 5'11" is just such a weird height for me. Like you could be any one of those, and I just don't. It's hard to. It's hard for me.
I thought
to
you were
visualize.
5'4".
Sorry. Oh, you did?
Yeah.
You know, I might be.
I think I'm right. Actually.
I thought you were taller
According
than
to her
5'9".
dating profile, she's 5'3" because she's just
It's not true. That's not true.
I think
I changed it.
Okay.
And
at
also
one
don't
point-
have it anymore. So
At
So-
one point, when she did have the dating profiles, we're gonna let people just run with that one.
do with that what you will.
Do with that what you will. When she was on the dating apps, at one point she was like, I just want them to think like a strong wind could blow me over.
Yeah. And 5'5" just seems so
It's
like
intimidating.
it is. Like to a guy reading that, I feel like they're like that's
That's
5'5" is
That's sturdy.
she up there. She's up there.
That's like
you
your
know?
question: should you dap each other up or go in for a hug on the first time?
Yeah. Like I don't know.
Yeah. She's sniffing the clouds.
Yeah. So anyway,
That's
that was
interesting.
just a little random
I think
something
you're, I think
for
you're
you.
5'4".
Oh, I
though.
forgot about the other question, which I still don't know the answer to.
I never came up
definitely
with an
did. Okay.
answer either, and I was telling everyone else to come up with an answer. Favorite literary character,
Oh yeah.
or if you don't read, fictional character.
If you are illiterate, your fictional character.
Fictional means fake.
Hey,
I have like
steal my
Joke
jokes. Don't steal.
I stole that joke.
I have a favorite fictional character, but I never read the comics.
That's
So-
okay.
Okay, well, give it to us.
Anakin Skywalker is my favorite fictional character.
Okay,
But my favorite like narrative character would be Brian. Is it Brian from the Hatchet?
I don't know.
I don't know. I never
I think-
read
I
it,
think
but
it's Brian.
Jonathan's
That's
read
right.
it.
I think
So
it's Brian. Yeah, he's a goated.
I think that's the only book series my husband has read because every time I'm like, what's your favorite series? Hatchet. I'm like, when'd you read it? When I was like 14. I'm like, oh, the last time you had to read something. Got it.
What's
Just
yours?
don't know. I'm struggling.
know
The thing that, okay, I'll go with the thing that popped in my head immediately. And I don't know if this is necessarily completely true. It's just when you said that earlier, who's your favorite literary character? And so we kind of went off. We said that if it was a show based on a book, you could do like the character. Jamie Fraser. Come on now.
I didn't know.
Outlander.
See, I didn't know that was a book.
It is. It's a book series.
Okay.
Have you burned your candle yet?
I have not. It's sitting in there.
It's retaining its scent. I know it.
Oh, you've been checking?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I have one back home.
Or Elizabeth Bennet,
Oh,
is that?
that's good.
Pride and Prejudice.
Ooh,
That's
yeah,
good.
very
Wow,
good.
Yeah.
Love her.
Great movie.
Love her.
Fantastic.
Great movie.
Great movie.
Fantastic
Oh my gosh.
movie. I've seen.
I
all
actually
of them.
did read that.
Really? Was it a tough read?
I can't remember. It was high school, and I read it before I watched the movie, I think. But then the one with Keira Knightley is obviously the best one. You can't tell me the one
Yeah.
with Colin Farrell or Colin Firth is the best. It's not. Okay.
I haven't seen the other.
Don't mess with me about Pride and Prejudice. I watched it by myself the other day again. I've watched it no less than 80,000 times.
I'm trying to think of like what my most watched like movie is or most read book, but I don't really reread books.
I don't either.
So I don't know.
Oh, the only one that I have reread, and I guarantee no one has read this series.
Try me.
It's by, you haven't, I promise you. It's by Rochelle Mead. Okay. I'm not, it's not one. It's one of those books I wish they would make into a movie so bad. Like, I think it's better than ACOTAR. I think it's better than whatever. It's the Stormborn series, and she's like half fae, and then she's like in the real world, she's a shaman, so she casts out demons and stuff. But then she finds out that she has to go into like the fae world. Anyway, it's like a whole thing, and she's just like her name's Eugenie in the books, Eugenie Markham. Anyway. That might be my answer.
Okay.
What you got, Dale?
Like, she's kind of morally gray, but
I
I mean, you've literally had.
I know
Ample.
I have, and
Ample time.
I've thought of so many different ones.
I know you read.
but I can't like settle on one.
I'm like looking
I
at
thought
each
of
of these wires.
Jude from The Cruel Prince, which I don't think none of you have read that, but maybe some people have. It's a very good series. It's kind of like Avatar, but anyway, I thought of her. I thought of the Song of Achilles. What the heck is his name?
Patroclus?
Patroclus. I thought of him.
Patroclus?
It's
Patroclus.
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 There's a debate on if he was Achilles' friend or friend, but
He was not his friend in the book. And that's one of my favorite books, actually.
Really?
I love that book. It's very good. I don't know. Maybe one of them.
That's everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not Nate.
I was about to say we haven't heard Nate's.
Mine would either be Frodo or Zero from Holes.
It's a good one.
I'm really torn between the two. And
Frodo and Zero.
I'm not gonna pick.
Interchangeable people.
Honestly, kind of same vibe.
Frodo and Zero.
Similar vibe.
Dobby.
Don't forget Madame Zeroni.
I don't know who that is.
From Holes?
You've never seen Holes?
I have, but it was literally when I was like under 10.
That
Like
was
I
my
don't
most
remember it.
read book. I've read it like
Holes is such a
12
good
times.
movie.
Like I remember bits and pieces
I've never read the
of
book.
it, but I don't remember
That
details
book's
of it.
better than the movie.
Madame Zeroni.
All right, let's move
Eartha
on.
Kitt played her, if you didn't know.
Moving on.
Are we ready to move on
We're
to
moving on.
our game?
moving on.
Are we gonna play our game? Okay. So
Game
this
time.
might be a fail. This might be dumb. We don't know. We need some kind of scoring system, Abigail, if you'll with that book. Because basically the game is you see how many you and your team can get. The boys are a team, me and Abigail are a team. Okay. So we're gonna start. I think it's fitting that we do the animal version, at least to start off with. Maybe that's all we do. So basically, heads up, one person puts it on their head. Animals will come up, their partner, without saying the name or any part of the name. You try to get that person to guess the animal. You see how many you can get in a short period of time, and then we compete. We see who can get the most. Okay.
Okay.
I think we can kill it. And to pass, I think you just go up.
Lots of legs.
Spider?
No. In that area though.
Centipede.
Okay.
Voice acting.
Oh, people call people this when they're being like sneaky.
Snake?
No, it's like you little. It's like a little. Is it like a
Weasel?
rodent? Yes.
That's voice activated.
Water in the water.
Crocodile.
Yes. Skip. They're extinct now, similar to an elephant.
Mammoth.
Yes. Asia. Reptile. They can be. I think they're
Komodo dragon.
Yes. Easter.
Bunny.
Yes. What you have, but shorter, smaller version. Smaller.
Who's calling me?
Oh!
No! Spam!
It was pony, not spam.
It was pony.
It was pony, not spam.
Okay,
Can't believe she missed the
horse
horse one.
Does it tell you?
You better
should
subtract.
tell
You
you
have
how
to
many you
subtract
got.
2 off of however many it said.
Why?
Because one, she accidentally flipped through and it double went. Because she said it and it said yes, and then she turned it down. You know what I'm saying? So it got 1 extra.
I think it literally clicked us off.
And it did that
because-
twice.
So how?
I don't know how many. I thought it
think
was
it was
Justin
5.
will know.
I think it was 5.
He'll know.
Okay.
I
think
also
put
thought
5.
5.
Okay.
5 total.
Yes, 5 correct.
Okay.
Now you do it, and then we'll give it to them.
If we're wrong, we'll adjust.
So remember, you don't have to do it unless you skip, and down to skip. Okay. Beethoven in
Dog?
the movie, but like what kind?
Oh my gosh.
Go
Saint
down.
Bernard.
Yes.
Oh,
What we eat, where you take it and you suck it out, and then you like
Crab?
No, but
Shrimp?
it's the little
Lobster?
ones. No, it's
crawfish.
yes. They walk around like and they're on the beach. and
Crabs?
but like what kind? You can put them
Hermit
in
crab?
Yes,
Oh,
you're good. What is Winston?
Pig.
Yes. What is but like
Gorilla?
huge. But like what?
Ape?
Yes. They are little bitty and they're on dogs and they jump.
Ticks?
No, but
Fleas?
yes.
Flea.
Just skip that one.
How do I skip?
Just go down. They are skip. It's really the fastest cat.
Ooh, cheetah. I feel like that.
Can you
should
act it out?
That should have, but was I what?
Can you act
you
out?
act it out?
I think.
Okay.
I think
You
you can
acted
do
out the
whatever.
monkey.
One,
There's a couple
I
that
have you
we've
at
passed
five.
that it
five,
said
6. I got 6.
I have you at 5.
I got Saint Bernard, crawfish, hermit crab, pig, ape, and flea.
You did not get flea.
yes, you
Yes,
did.
Yes, I did.
You got flea?
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
I fell
6.
asleep. Sorry, guys.
Okay, boys.
I took a nap.
Don't. I was gonna say, don't toss it over.
Wait, is this the old one? Is this the old one?
What do you mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Put it up to your head and it'll
You should have
start.
threw it.
How you started? Oh.
I don't know how to do it. So we got 11. Beat that.
We'll try.
What's going on here?
Swipe up.
I already had them on the,
Oh, okay.
on the
Place
screen.
that on your place that on your forehead. I can't see. There's a glare. The heart song. Ooh. Dum 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 dum. Skip.
We're the only Heart fans.
Skip.
These are hard.
It smacks its face on a tree. It's a bird.
Woodpecker.
Yep. It's a little thing. It's not a squirrel, but it's an
Why are
animal.
you so loud?
Say it.
Chipmunk.
No, same letter. Skip.
Oh,
They smell bad and they're small
Skunk?
and they crawl in your house.
bug?
Yes. Okay. They're in the sky and they light up and they're little.
Fireflies.
Yes. They sting you and they're red.
Wasp.
Yes.
Wasp.
Okay, we're getting hosed. They go ooh ah.
Hey.
No.
Monkey.
Yes.
Monkey.
Just go down.
They're giant in the ocean.
Whales.
Yes.
That.
Okay, we got hosed on the ding ding ding.
was that 6?
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. 1, 2. Barracuda.
Yeah, you know the heart song. Ooh,
You didn't get that.
Barracuda.
Barracuda.
You should have said the enemy on Finding Nemo, and I'd have snagged that one, bro.
Count the ones you actually got.
You got
Woodpecker.
Woodpecker.
I
know you were never gonna get it.
Stink bug, firefly, wasp, monkey.
I'm giving you.
Are you gonna give me
we
whale
getting whale
over
or
blue
not?
whale?
Okay.
If you give me cheetah.
Yeah, because she did get it right. So we add.
No,
we're at
because
12
you
then.
got one where you only said the second word, and it was a 2-worder. I can't remember which one it was.
You did do that.
Promise.
Which one was it?
Similar to an elephant?
Mammoth.
Yes.
Mammoth.
Yes.
Mammoth.
Yeah.
Mammoth.
Regardless, though, it's still only 1,
Okay.
It,
2,
it may not
3.
be
So how many
more.
was that?
5.
If we get blue whale, it was 6. If we don't, it was
Okay.
5.
6.
Because there's killer whales, there's sperm whales.
How would you
there's
describe the color blue without saying blue?
color of the water?
We'll count it. Count it.
Got me.
Are you ready?
Got you.
Yes.
5.
This is no advantage whatsoever.
I can't see any of these.
Insurance. Car insurance. Geico.
Gecko.
Yes. There is a flying in the air. They catch mice and snakes.
Hawk.
Nope. Yes. Sorry.
No, yes.
They swim in the ocean, and also you can get it in a can.
Tuna.
You put out sugar water for them in the feeders.
Gnats.
In the feeders outside to watch them
Mockingbirds.
to watch them fly around. Big long noses. They fly super fast.
Hummingbirds.
Yes. Honey.
Bees.
Oh.
Not oysters.
Clams.
Yes. I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry.
To just smoke us.
In the bed.
Bugs.
I'm sorry. I can't. We can't say that.
You
I'm sorry.
can't
I'm
say
sorry.
that.
Sorry.
Let's skip.
Big dogs on the Disney. Big dogs. Scooby Doo. Great Dane.
Great day.
Okay, you got 6.
Dude, I cannot believe I said bed, but I knew I should have said the word. I can't believe I did it. I'm sorry.
You got 6. If we count whale, then y'all beat us by 1.
But if we also count cheetah because they
Scooby-Doo
got
was
whaled,
good.
then
Then
we're
we're tied.
tied.
Sorry, it was the last second.
And we play a tiebreaker round.
I think we need a tiebreaker round. I think we're tied.
Do we have time?
Yeah, because he's 20 minutes out.
This guy. Yeah, that's right. Let's play again.
Give it back. Let's do a different. Let's do a different
Category.
category.
Or we'll just start over here and then give you back. How about that? Well, I mean, you're already over here now.
This one's just called "Just Kidding," but like I think it's just kind of random stuff.
Okay.
I think it's gonna be
Objects
kind of
under
hard.
30 grams in the southern hemisphere.
I think it's gonna be kind of hard.
Let's do it.
I might just be disgustingly bad this first time.
You draw with them, but they're
Pencils.
not markers.
Pens,
But go back.
Sharpies,
No,
pen,
go back.
pencil,
But not gray. Like,
color pencils.
yes. Dog on like Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, like the big.
Goofy.
Yeah. Let's skip it. Boots. He was a monkey with little red boots. He was on the show.
Curious George.
No. He was, and she always had
Dora
a
the
backpack.
Explorer.
Curious George.
Drums.
Yeah. She was like a housemaid, but like her stepsisters were evil. And
Cinderella.
Yeah. Skip it. When you laugh, sometimes you do this.
Snort.
Yes. You build it when it precipitation that's not rain falls.
Fog.
No, it was snowman.
No, sorry.
I almost said when snow falls, and I was like, we got.
You
6.
build it when precipitation that's not rain falls?
I didn't know what else to say.
You could have went with that if you had another second.
6 is pretty good.
That's pretty
for that.
good for that one, for that category.
Yeah. I think I'll be bad at this. You were good at explaining. You go up in it in the buildings.
Elevator.
Yes. It's a hero that's female.
Heroine.
But like but her name of
Superwoman?
her, but the younger version.
Captain Marvel.
No, but you had it the first time. You had it the first time. Just
I don't know. Pregnant. Hug?
together. Yes. Just skip it. It's a type of thing where you clickety clack with your feet and your
Tap dancing.
Yes. We live in it. The biggest, not like our planet. We call it the it's
solar system, the universe,
the blank show that we go to. The blank
show.
championship show. Never mind.
We live in a big place.
I can't get that one. You eat it, and it was
Pudding. Ice cream. Why is that so funny?
Pudding.
That was your first thought.
Eating it with a little spoon out of the cup. That's what it looked like to me.
I was panicking. It was birthday cake.
Who's that?
The world.
Pudding. I know this one.
What would your first thought be?
So how many did we get out of that?
I just.
4. Elevator, hug, and tap dance.
Oh
I
no!
got 3.
It wasn't that it was the wrong answer. It was just so funny
was
that
just
that was
like-
the first.
It was just funny.
Oh no. Okay.
What is Supergirl?
I don't know.
I don't know.
All right.
All right, here we go. Now that I'm primed.
Wait. We gotta go. Ken and it's a doll. Ken and
Barbie.
yes. Somewhere over the
Rainbow.
yes. What we just did.
Filmed. Shoot.
No, a song you're supposed to
Record it.
yes, but what do you do
Sing
with
it.
it? Yes.
Sing.
Just turn it down. A yellow person on Sesame Street with feathers.
Big Bird.
Yes. I had it for lunch. We get it from Waldo's. We get
Tizzy.
the
Rotisserie
beans and it's a side.
Mac and cheese.
Yes. It swims in the ocean and it jumps out and people watch
Dolphins.
them. Yes.
Oh no.
Skip.
We're cooked.
This is a movie about a Hawaiian Pacific Islander girl.
Oh, Lilo and Stitch.
No.
Moana.
Yes.
We won't.
Hi guys, I talk like this and I'm green.
Kermit the Frog.
Yes. I don't know.
Hey.
You got 8.
Let's go.
I got 7.
I got 8. Hey, count up how many you got out of that.
Barbie, Rainbow Sing, Big Bird, Mac and Cheese, Dolphin, Moana, Kermit, 8.
I could have got a kid's choice of words.
I didn't know how to.
he
I didn't
get
know how to
Moana?
explain it.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't hear him get Moana.
All right, here we go.
Oh no, y'all only have to get
Lilo
one
and
to
Stitch. That
beat
was a
us.
decent guess.
You only have to get one to beat
Hawaii.
us.
2. 1 to tie. We have 8.
Okay.
We'd have to go another breaker.
All right, here we go.
We're cooked. Chat, that means we're gonna lose.
Thor.
Thor, Hammer.
Actor.
Chris Hemsworth.
Yes. First famous TikToker.
Charlie D'Amelio.
Yes. Where you go to see animals
Zoo.
Oh no.
in the clouds that cause rain. Sorry, skip it. I'm so stupid.
Just stop. It's over.
Holiday coming up.
Easter.
Yes. Chinese food. What you get after your meal?
We lost.
Crack it open.
Fortune cookie.
Yes. A event where everybody gets dropped off and has to kill each other and see who wins.
Hunger Games.
Everybody gets dropped off.
What planet we live?
Earth.
Yes. They have them at High Point that we like to take pictures of. Other one. Ty. Sorry.
It's
Giraffe.
okay. Sure.
The youngest grade.
First.
Yeah. Yes. Hey, we were done and we still got one.
All right, so
Okay, I don't wanna
Chris,
play anymore.
Charlie, Zoo.
We don't need to know how many you got.
Fortune
We just know
cookie,
you won.
Hunger Games, Earth, Giraffe. Don't count. Kindergarten. I got 8. You got 16, baby.
Let's go again.
I don't want to play anymore.
Hey, here's that phone back.
Sick. That was fun. We need to do more games on these. I like the ones that like aren't trivia about horses. Any other games, I'm all for.
Okay, well, they won, unfortunately. We will never play that again.
That won't make it in the podcast. We'll just cut that.
Hope y'all enjoyed. We are about to go meet the vet. We are actually going to be doing heartbeat checks on like Charlotte and I believe Indy, and we're going to be checking some other mares and going to be doing some embryo transfers of the weekend. So lots of stuff coming with breeding season. But let me know what else you would like for us to speak about, or if there's any other fun games for us to play, because I think that was fun. That was fun,
Or
even though we
engagements
lost.
that you want us to come speak at.
I'm not.
Oh.
Hope y'all enjoyed it. Let me know what other games you want us to see and play and want us to see. Let me know what other games you want us to play, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.